Well, another year of hay baling, and the baler has lost a few bearings. Well, I've got probably 30 acres of hay laying on the ground. It's always a mad dash to get the field cut, because usually the 907 swather is my problem child, but this year the reliable 851 has hardly had any problems with her, but two bearings went bad. And let's see, one up there and one down there. You'll see them better later. But this is the upper conveyor. I should have just changed these bearings out when I had the apron chain out and being replaced, but I kind of spun them, everything felt fine, and anyway, I guess that's the reason I'm here where I'm at today. So hopefully I can figure out a way to make this job not so difficult, and I think that involves taking these springs off, or at least unloading the tension, and we'll see where that goes. So that's the plan to start out. The bearings are cheap, but the sprockets are going to be kind of a nightmare. I can't get them locally. I have to order them. They're not really, they've got these shields on them. Well, that one doesn't. That one does. They've got these shields over them. And anyway, it's hard to tell when you got a bad bearing, but the sprocket itself is like $200 from New Holland, so I got a lead on some used ones. I probably should, I passed up on a baler. I probably should have bought a used parts baler. I'm not really into custom baling. This is just for me, and I'd rather not mess with having smaller bales. I like these 5.5 by 5.5 bales, as they're just larger and you have to feed less with them. So I guess I should just buy another newer baler, but this one's been pretty good, and I just spent all that money on the apron chain, so oh well. Let's see what it takes to get this fixed. Okay, I got an idea here. So I think, see, here's that. Let's see how bad that is. That's like the old, there's the shield on the inside. The outside shield is gone, and then we've got like the bearing race here. Has been just wearing this pattern into the sprocket. So that sprocket's shot, and then way across on the other side. Other sprocket's doing the same thing. That shield's gone, probably in a bale somewhere. So I think I can take, I think what might be a good idea is to, let's get out of the sun, loosen the spring and then lift the gate up. And then when I lift the gate up, this might be loose, and loose enough that I can, you know, there's so much, there's tension on this now. Maybe you can't tell, but anyway, there's a lot of, I think that's, the spring is pulled out. You can see it's pulled out now that now that this clamshell, or this baler's open. And I think if I I think if I take the tension off, raise it up, I might be able to manipulate that chain away from the sprocket enough to anyway, I'll just try a few things, and whatever works will end up on video. Solid plan. Okay, get the spring cover off here. So it looks like we got a spring inside of a bigger spring. So this is for the little inside spring. I believe I'm seeing that correctly. And then these bolts hold in the larger spring. So if I take this out, okay, it did not come out too easy. That did. Okay, U-bolt comes out. Looks like that spring's loose, and then I can take these bolts out. This is going to be an issue. This is where I don't know, is the cable or the spring broke and come down, and I guess it was the cable on both sides broke early on, and they've come down and slammed into this chintzy little piece here, so it's going to give me some problems and kind of tell. Let's see if we can break this loose. There we go. That. Come out. Wow, it's heavy. It did say it needed something to lift it, like a front end loader or something in the book. It's a pretty heavy spring there. This thing's got to weigh 100 pounds or more. Ugh. Dang. I'll see if I can fix those, and then I'll get the other side taken off. So after that, we'll see where we're at. Okay, I got the other side off. I guess good news, bad news. Good news is taking the springs off definitely accomplished what I wanted. After I took this one off, this thing just slid all the way up to the top. I have to find the bolt. Getting up on top here. So that gave me excellent access to this guy and that guy. I guess I'll check him out too. So and probably not too bad on that one. I don't know if this was a good idea, but I think it's probably better. I think it's gonna be better in the long run than trying to pull this chain off and pull it back on. So anyway, okay, I guess next steps is to probably, I know I can get this one off. Oh shoot. So I'll get him pulled off. Trying to find the gear. Where'd the gear? Oh, there it is, down in the bottom. And then I'll see, I should be able to get that one off pretty easy. I could probably jump down in there and manhandle that apron around. Wondering if I open the tailgate, if that'll give me better access or cause more damage. Looks like caused more damage. Obviously I'm gonna have to secure this chain before I go any further, get it all sucked in there. So I might work on it like this though. I'd probably slide me a 2x4 into there. I should have an 8-foot 4x4 somewhere. Okay, real quick before the battery dies, got me a little 4x4 up here to kind of help prevent from squishing me if the hydraulics let out. But I've also got some, what I've done is just kind of tied these back, tied this chain back, and then that gives me access to, you know, there's a little casting number. Let's see what the damage I've got before me. Alright, so looks like that's all it's gonna be. That's the old shield. This looks okay. That's the bearing race. So I'll break this loose and try to see if I can get that bearing pulled off. That's gonna be interesting. That might have to be cut off. Since I got all this ripped out and torn apart, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these off and reshape them and hammer that back and weld them back in. There we go. Probably just tweak it like this. There we go. Now for the fun part. That's a heck of a lot better than it was. That looks pretty good. See what that one looks like when I'm done. If I can straighten these out in here. That's pretty good. It's not, you know, perfect, but dang, it's gonna do the job a lot better. I'll do the other side now. Okay, I got these straightened out. Oh, let's try the magnets. Maybe that'll help. I know they're helping, but you know, it's not perfect. I'll have to keep it for a stick. Well, I thought I smelled something burning. Bucket of oily rags. Got some sparks in her. Anyway. Not cool. Not bad. Okay, let's see if I can get this bad one. These two bad ones. It'll be a problem getting the bearing races off. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. Fall down and hit that? Huh. Yeah, this sucker is seized on there. Maybe I can whack it. Yay! Maybe? Can read the race. Well, my eyes could read. 204 Bravo Bravo Alpha November 4. I probably still should replace that bolt. That race was collapsed. So it, it'd be alright. Okay, so wish I could go back when I had the chain off and do all these bearings, because I think a lot of them are bad. This one looks pretty suspect up here. But anyway, I'm taking it off, and I've got this tied to this bar to put some slack in the chain, and then same going, you know, down through there. Trying to just kind of get some slack built up in this chain. So take it off and see what it's going to look like. I just hope the sprocket's good and it's just a bad bearing. Already broke this loose. Something. Well, the bearing's still there. Boy, it sure did sound awful. That bearing's, you know, should be replaced. I'm just hoping I can get by. I got enough bearings ordered, but I may just replace these anyway. All right, well, you can kind of see how to do that. Like I said, I think when the apron chain was off, I should have spent an extra day changing all these bearings out, and it would have been a lot cheaper in the long run. So that was foolish of me. Got a mess of parts here from the New Holland dealer. They ordered this Monday morning, and I just went and picked it up. It's Tuesday. They got it in. They overnighted it for me. It was $200 for this guy, and then it was $70 to overnight these two sprockets. So it was like $470. Pretty ridiculous, but the rest of it they had in stock. So I just got back, and I'm gonna put some bearings in to get me by. I hope I can just, you know, replace what's broke and maybe a little bit here and there and get by. And then go back later and do everything. Since I did pull this sprocket out, I'm gonna go, and they had one bearing in stock, so I'm gonna go ahead and press this one out. And this is that odd bearing that's down there. I don't know if I'm even pointing at it here. Anyway, it's at the bottom. It's that sprocket that's at the bottom of the tailgate. I don't know. It's just this. Everything else is. This is $100. Actually, it's $111 for this sprocket. But everything else seems to be this $20 sprocket. Okay. Got the ye old press out. Let's see if I can break this bearing out. It's pretty seized up. I tried hammering it out. Oh, not bad, not bad. It came out pretty easy. Or it broke pretty easy. Okay. I want to drive out pretty good. I gotta move this to the edges. Okay. A little chunky. It probably would have done just fine. Alright, I'm just gonna dig out some of this grass. bigger socket here. Didn't like how crooked that went in. Ooh, so much nicer. Nothing like wasting time. I just spent an hour, or it feels like an hour, looking for this stupid snap ring, and I just had it sitting. Oh boy. Oh man. Let's check her out. Yeah, that's in the groove. Okay, we got washer inside. Oh, no. Okay, there, dust shield, washer, and sprocket. Okay, washer, shield, washer, and nut. Get her tightened up. That one's so. That's the best bearing I got. We'll do a few more and then we'll cross our fingers. I guess the next one to tackle will be back there. Well, it's not wood.
No, listen.
Mm.
They sure are cute little pups,
Okay, since I got the 4 bearings, I'm just, oh, it's so dark. I don't know if you, how much of that you can see. It's so dark anyway. This one is looking like she's about to let go. So, that came off pretty easy. Got a washer there. Okay. And a washer on the inside. Okay. No, it's fine. There we go. Not bad. Okay. Press that out and get a new one pressed in. All these sprockets are a little have a different stack up. This one has this location is actually up top, and the outer ones, and they just have, and I checked the parts manual, and they've just got one washer. Whoops, we don't want that. One washer and a dust shield, and then another washer, and then our sprocket. Alright. And then oh no. And then another washer. And that just rides on that inner race. It's got a I'm gonna have to make some of these washers. So that's my drill just died, but anyway. And then you really need a washer out here to ride on that dust shield. So I think I'll go put one on there, and then a lock washer. Okay, so that's just a washer I made. Well, I just took a 1/2 inch washer and opened it up to 3/4 diameter. Alright, let's get these turning. See if I can fit this through. making a few washers here. Not the ideal way to do it, but that's how it's gonna be done today. Alright, let's get this other conveyor sprocket on. Washer. Well, that might be have to coax that one on. Alright, so we're gonna do washer, shield, washer. Open those up a little more. There we go. And another washer, a shield. Yeah, my washers aren't quite thick enough. Pane. Boy, that is tight all of a sudden. I don't like that. I might have to. This is just a little too close. I guess this boss sticks out a little more than the other one, because if you hold it in like this, it, you know, doesn't even rub. But this one's rubbing, so I'm going to put the gnarled up washers back in, because together they'll be a little thicker than this. I bet you that'll, see, it's still, and actually almost seems like this shield has got a funky bend to it, not quite stamped. Yeah. That's better. Okay, let's try that. A little tight. It's running better though. It was kind of locked up on that shield. This back down. Not bad. Whoop. Even better. I think I got a shield and a washer there. That ain't going through there with all that. I have to pull that back. Yeah. Just barely. Let's see what that one does. There we go. Oh. Together now. Whoa. Right up. Long distance. Let's see if I get this. Ooh. Can't get it. Too heavy. Wow. Dang. Yeah, that gave me a ton. I can put both. Alright.
I can't remember how I got them cables on, but I had, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean.
The springs were loose. been a long time ago.
Yeah. Alright, well.
It was just me. I didn't have nobody else.
Yeah. Just have to somehow strap it to the front end loader. I mean, that's how I unloaded it.
Okay.
But well, let's just do it this way. If you're gonna pin it, then I can probably not tall enough. A little bit more. There you go. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good
Got a hole in my pants.
Now be sure to get your cotter key and washer on there.
Yeah. I'll do that real quick. Whoa! Better? Alright, back on the other side, I'll get these jam nuts on. Looks like tightening up the other side gave me some slack here. So I guess I'll get to use the last hole. So I'll get these tightened up and then, oh man, I think I'll be ready. Oil the chain and see if this is gonna finish for the year. Get this inner spring lock on. There. Alright,